Hello again. We are on day 5 of our 5-day Baby Steps to Drawing Success Challenge. And so we've just had our 5th pre-recorded video. So I hope you've gotten to see that. And so let's do a little bit of a review, but not too much, because then I'll give you a little extra bonus thing. Um, so anyway, what we have is just that belief system. Now, I hope that you have shifted your belief system because you found out that to draw just simply means to pull. And this always blows people's mind, is it, that's all? And if you look it up in the dictionary, yes, there's something there that's talking about making marks on paper to create an image of something. But the primary definitions of draw all have to do with pull. And that's where draw an image comes from, is from pulling, which is very interesting. And I don't quite know how that all came about because, I just don't. But, I mean, you found out you can pull. And the thing to remember about that pulling is that when you're pulling from your elbow, you have a lot more power and that it's much easier. I mean, without even looking, I'm pulling from my elbow, so I'm getting a straighter line. And if I look, I can get a straighter line. And you don't need a whole lot of really straight lines. I use a ruler. If I want a really, really straight line, I use a ruler. I measure, especially if I'm doing a painting or a drawing that is more of a landscape, seascape, and I really want that horizontal line to be horizontal and to be a straight line. So remember, we have rulers. No big deal. So the big thing is about simplifying. So the idea that I've had for baby steps is because of that belief system, because we've forgotten that we've been drawing our entire life, because we've been drawing words, we've been drawing our signature, we've been drawing numbers, we've been drawing our entire life, but we don't call it that. That's really important. And so we can draw other things when we realize that, because it's just practice. It's all it is. You practiced creating letters of the alphabet and numbers. It's just practice. And anybody who's done you might have done calligraphy or something like that. It's just practice. So these are all types of drawing. And so you need to remember that and just remind that mind, it's like, hey, it's just not that hard or mysterious. So the other thing about this, the simplify, the baby steps, the purpose of baby steps also is because in a lot of your drawing books and your drawing videos and classes and tutorials, they just dive right in trying to explain to you about your squares and your triangles and your circles and those basic shapes. Those basic shapes are made up of lines. And we want the baby steps of realizing that we're dealing with lines. And the primary lines, of course, are your vertical, your horizontal. And the horizontal is what we stand on. It's our foundation, really important. But you can go back and you can watch the videos. So let's see, ask objects that you're looking at, what is their simple shape? Whether it's a Christmas tree or whatever it happens to be. A landscape with mountains. There's very, very simple shapes. There's all of just the simplicity itself, and complexity comes after simple. So you combine all these different lines into shapes. You keep the shape simple. You look for the simple first, then you move into complex. It's just a simple sequence, and it's all just baby steps with every drawing that even professional artists are doing. And that's the key, is to remember professionals are doing this. It's just they do it so fast. They're not thinking about it anymore. But really, that's what it's all about. So, oh yes, that's right. How about that? I can't draw a straight line, but how about that stick figure? Let me get a fresh piece of paper here. And let's talk about, I can't draw a stick figure. Well, what is a stick figure? It's a symbol for a person. But if we think about a stick figure, we have a vertical line, we have a couple of diagonals, maybe we've got a couple of diagonals, and maybe we have a circle. So now that you know a stick figure is really, really simple, I mean, maybe you want yours to be a little more complex. Maybe you want a vertical, maybe yours wants to have a little more definition. And we add maybe just a little more complexity, but it's still so simple. I'm sure you can draw a stick figure now. And it's not proportional, it's not perfect, but it's representational in a symbolic sense. And that's all you're trying to do for this. So anyway, I think we've covered the baby steps. Now I do have a drawing class available on my you can find on my website, and I invite you to subscribe to my newsletter at kimvictoria.com, because I've got a whole lot more that I want to share with you, and articles and videos, demonstrations, all of that really good stuff that's going to help you. And I'm going to do some more. And yes, I also have a drawing class. I want to put together a drawing class for September. I'm very interested in getting some people, and there's no obligation. Maybe we can have a conversation and find out if my drawing class is a right fit for you. So subscribe to the newsletter. We'll have a conversation through that, and then we'll see if you want to have a live conversation. But it's no big deal, no obligation. I plan on putting a lot of demo videos and things in through my newsletter. And then come back tomorrow at whatever 3:30 Pacific time. I'm going to do a live. I'd love for you to ask some questions in the comments after this video, and then tomorrow I can address some of those. Meanwhile, I think it's just really important that you give yourself permission to just keep on drawing, doodling, doing it on envelopes. You get an envelope in the mail, fill it up with marks, and that's about it for now. And oh yes, there will be tomorrow. I'll let you know who won the spot in my next drawing class. But so hope to see you tomorrow. Keep on drawing because you can draw. All right, see you again. Bye for now.